All right, here we go. My physique in terms of like seeing my abs and that was actually surprising to me. I didn't think I'd be able to see my abs as much as I can in the photo when I enlarged it. So if it's the 16:9 aspect ratio, but yeah, there you go. Just to clarify, the very first picture in the video that shows in the video and the second picture are exactly the same, but the aspect ratios are different. The reason why I did it that way is to show the original aspect in the first photo, but to make it very clear as to what you could see. As to make it very clear what was going on in the first photo. That's why. I didn't do this with any other photos. Um, there was no particular reason why, but if I were to guess, it could be because I just simply, from the very start, have been so focused on being able to see my abs, and now I can see them as like, well, hey, yeah, there you go, I have some of that. But my roots, not but and my roots were based on seeing my abs, so it makes sense as to why I make small decisions like that. My chest when I was looking at the mirror were my pecs looked slightly bigger, and that could have been because of the weighted push-ups. That makes sense. But anything else other than that? Not really. I took photos of my legs, but I didn't really look. Calves is still looking small. I mean, it would probably take years to really make like my calf muscles really big in that, but yeah, that's what's going on for now. Eventually I'll think a lot more bigger picture and look at my whole body rather than just look at the abs predominantly. Eventually, body fat percentage is what, 16 something. It's shown by now, I don't know, but it was around that point, and my abs are showing quite a bit. I don't know how, but oh, actually, that could be because of an increased muscle percentage a little bit. Maybe I have built ab maybe I have built some muscles in my abs a little bit more. I built more muscle there, maybe, because I need to use my core when doing pull-ups. I need to use my core when doing push-ups. You basically need to use the core during all of the exercises I've done. So maybe that's why. Maybe I've just built more muscle, and that makes it seem like the abs are there more, they're popping more because of a higher muscle percentage rather than a lower body fat percentage. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe, I don't know. As for the legs, not even looking at legs really. I can't even remember when I've really trained legs hard in the gym that I go to. In the secret location, they had some lovely equipment. Oh my gosh. I want to go get myself a new fucking gym membership. I want to go get myself a second one. For the first one that I have, I'd still be going there for the sake of like having a job there. I like the place, but it's just the weights are so small, and the barbells and that, it's just so, it's 15 kilograms for fuck's sake. The barbell's 15 kg. It's not 20. I want to have access to resources that are much heavier than that. I want to have more fun. I'll have more fun if I have access to heavier resources like a 20 kg barbell and all of that basically, and other different exercise, other different machines that the gym that I currently go to doesn't have. And it's possible for me. I can do that. All I have to do is just go get another gym membership somewhere. I know exactly what I'm thinking of, but I'm not saying that on the interwebs. But yeah, it's deflating now that I know there's more out there. Seeing the cable machine go to 35 kg rather than 118 is deflating. It's deflating. It just shows to me how much I really want to progress with my training, and how much fun I have from working out and lifting heavier weights. I had so much fun. I had so much fun. But anyway, that's my review for my physique. I've got to move on to other shit that I've got to talk about for this week. Yeah, your mum. Okay. Right. Here is my review for the week. So, ate poorly today and I have eaten poorly today. I need to go shopping. But this week in terms of eating was terrible. No plans, except the couple of days ago on the laptop. I was saying I could plan out what I want to have for the week rather than day by day. That's not working, so I need to go and do something else. What else? I've gone out my way to think about how much how much water I'm drinking throughout the day. I don't know how much water I've drunk throughout the day. Basically none. Throat's feeling dry, so yeah, I've basically drunk none, and it's gone on to 3 in the afternoon. Terrible, but at least I'm showing more awareness to it. That's a start. As for getting things done, awful, probably because of the food and because I'll be at home for so long during the day. Why am I in the house past 9 a.m? What am I doing? It's terrible. I don't want to live this way anymore. I was doing it for so long. I have no idea how I used to handle that. Oh, by the way, as for mental health stuff, I want to do my depression and anxiety self-assessment quizzes once every 2 weeks, so it's more sustainable. It's been really tough this past couple of weeks, ever since I had to go to the secret location for the gym instructor stuff to keep up with it. It's been tough, along with not being in the right environment to concentrate on those sorts of things. On like the gym instructor learning, but I know where I want to go and where I have gone to, like, at least partially go through the depression and anxiety self-assessment quiz, so I can just go to that same location. I planned also, I've come off the phone with one of my course tutors, and we made a plan for how I could go about some of the stuff that I need to do in order to pass the course, and we'll see how that goes. So making more progress to improve my productivity, or whatever you want to call it, just getting things done that way. Yeah, all this unhealthy eating, this not drinking too much, not drinking all that much, it really affects how I just go about life. I don't like it anymore. A long time ago, that was all I really knew. But nowadays, I know better than that. Speaking of knowing better and not doing better, I say that I've been saying that I want to get out earlier and do what I want to do, but I haven't been. And I was saying that in the call that I had with my tutor. Why? Just why? That's a question that only I can answer, but I don't even have an answer to it. Maybe poor eating, no plans for the day. I genuinely haven't had any plans that I've been following, but I've had plans. Like, I've got these. That's a structure that I built, but I just haven't been sticking to. I did this a couple of days ago, Wednesday I think, maybe, so I'd actually do the weekly health review, but I haven't been sticking to that, and that's on me. That isn't on anyone else. Excuse me. Yeah. that's how getting things done this week has been going. Could be going more efficiently, honestly, it could be, but I have spoken to my tutor to improve how efficiently I go about things, and then eventually, after long enough, I would have been able to build my own system where I could just do something very similar to what me and my course tutor have agreed for today, and be able to do it by myself. But maybe I do need help. Not, can I do everything by myself? No, I can't, regardless of how much I'd like to for self-reliance. Maybe even trust issues, maybe. I'd like to be able to say I do basically everything I do by myself. As with trust issues, I know like my dad in particular has held things against me, regardless of how small. I have blurry memories of this happening, and also very recent ones. And maybe that's where trust issues have come from, because if I were to ask for help, I know that if I were to ask my dad for help, I know he could just hold it against me, very unfortunately. So that's probably a large portion of where wanting to get most things done by myself has come from. I think it's like being motivated by revenge is literally show that I can get things done by myself, and so that he at least can't hold as many things against me anymore. And if there's anything I figured out these past few days, it's this: I believe I have daddy issues. I really do. And when I say daddy issues, I literally just mean very simply issues with my dad. Disagreements, major disagreements. I think I do, because if I were to say, oh, my parents haven't done this, my parents haven't done that, it would particularly just be about him rather than about mum. Because again, I think I've said this in the past, like we have gotten in each other's faces before, and he has in the past said, so either your hand's gonna hit me, you're gonna hit me, or I'm gonna hit you, or something like that. And he said he'd do that just to scare me, so I'd leave him alone because he had enough. That was his wording. That's where the issues have come from, I think. But if I were to do anything similar, then it's a major problem. I don't like being in a place where my poor behaviour is inexcusable, whereas mum and dad's isn't. I don't want to be in that anymore. I can certainly feel appreciation for what they have done as parents and what they've succeeded in, but I would much rather do that from a distance. Or otherwise, I'll get this fucking bullshit. I could get this bullshit again and again and again, and it would only become more strong as I get older. I don't want it anymore. I want to move on, but that's got to happen slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. I feel a little bit of a burden releasing now that I've told the truth. And I was hearing on the YouTubes from someone called Natalie Taylor that the truth sets you free. That's what I heard it from recently. And maybe she's right. I did feel a little bit of a physical burden release come off when I say that. I think the only way I'd be able to undo the daddy issues I have is learning how to fight. He didn't teach me, so I've got to go out there and learn my own self. And I don't mind that. I don't mind knowing how to fend for my own. Not so that I can fight my dad, but that if we do ever get in each other's face, for whatever reason, I can at least feel safe, rather than have an anxiety attack like how I have had many times when he has got in my face with my legs shaking and that. Maybe sometimes even my whole body freezing when he's hit the table as an intimidation tactic in the past. Yeah. Everyone has their flaws, everyone has their strengths, and from the flaws that I believe my dad has like those intimidation tactics rather than keep it cool. As yeah, I'm gonna have to work through those now. I'm gonna have to work through those and become stronger because of them, so I can turn that weakness that I felt from those days into a strength by learning how to fight and knowing how to protect myself before moving out. Because neither of my parents are going to teach me. That's just not going to happen. But then again, they're not mind readers. I haven't asked them. I haven't asked them to teach me how to fight. So I just much rather get it done by myself. That way I can look with pride knowing that I went out on my way to go and do what I had to do. Yeah, this has gone completely off topic in terms of getting things done, but maybe it needed to be said. Just the truth will set you free. Just tell the truth, and that's what I've done, or my perception of the truth anyway. Yeah. I think I'll leave it on the depression and anxiety self-assessment quizzes, and I'll probably just leave it at that. Oh, I also maybe talk about how I could improve, and then that'll be it. So yeah, I want to do the tests once every 2 weeks rather than once a week now, because I just found it so difficult after like the gym instructor stuff that I had to go and do. I just found it so tough to stick with doing it once a week. So I'll say once every 2 weeks is more realistic. So I could do 1 week, have the self-assessment quiz, and then the next week don't do one, just review the state of my mental health, and then the week after that just the quiz, and then keep on reviewing from there. So on the week I don't do the test, I just review my mental health state more freely, and then I'll just go about it how I usually go about it with the test on the weeks that I'd have the test done. Yeah, I think it's just too hard to keep up with for now. And then if I do want to have it once a week, I can, but for now, no, I want once every 2 weeks. As for the plans for this week coming up, I'll just say get the stuff done that I want to do. I know what I'm talking about, so I don't need to go into any more details than that. You don't need to know everything. Not everything's your business. And go shopping. And that's it, really. That's it. That's all I really want to get done for this week. Maybe look for you know what as well. I say that again, not everything's your business, but yeah, look for you know what. Anything else? Nah, that's it really. That's it. So I'll leave it at that. I could improve by planning out what I want to eat for the entire week. Also talking about when I went to sleep. Just tracking my screen time. That would be another way I can improve the state. That I can improve tracking my health. Is so much we go into it. So much. It's so much. But it's worth it. It is worth it. But man, I'd have to probably make more systems to make it more realistic for me. But tracking screen time would be a very useful part of my health, of tracking my health. If I'd be able to see how many hours I've been on YouTube for, and that could partially explain the state of my mental health from week to week as well. So I'd be not only like checking my physique, doing the tests, but I'd also be looking at screen time, taking blood pressure eventually, and then I'd be doing other things like weighing myself, getting my BMI, my muscle percentage, my weight, visceral fat, and RM, whatever that is. I don't know what that is still, but yeah, eventually I'll know. Anyway, I think I'll leave it at that for now, man. I'll leave it at that for now. I'm done because I need to go out and do what I have to do, speaking of, I think I'll start leaving the house very early in the morning and give myself like 2 hours to do that stuff. And then from there, just do that most days of the week. And, well, I know exactly when, but not everything's your business. But other than that, yeah, that's it. That's probably one major way I'd improve. And then over time, we can think about screen time, looking at what I watch during the evening, what sort of stuff I watch during the evening, when I go to bed, when I'm in bed, when I start winding down, all that stuff. I can add it later in. I can add it later on from week to week. But anyway, I'm done for now. Yeah, done enough talking. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.